Hi, I'm Dane Lisser.
And I'm Krista Lisser, and this is our Rooted story. I heard Dustin talk about Rooted actually on the very first sermon I listened to from Hope. I was in Aldi at the grocery store. It was during the pandemic. I was listening to the service. Things were still a little bit virtual, and I heard Dustin talk about these groups, and he mentioned Rooted, and he described a little bit about what it was. And I was like, I really want to do that. We just couldn't make it work on Wednesdays. We had two small kids. We didn't have childcare. And then Chantel told us about a Sunday group they were forming for Rooted. And I was like, all right, I signed us up. Let's go. And so that's kind of how we got started in it.
And for me, I'm going to be honest, I was nervous because I'd never been part of a Bible study or anything like this before in my entire life. And so I was a bit scared, nervous at first, but Chantel and Dustin did a fantastic job of making us feel comfortable. And we really formulated some great partnerships and connections with our Rooted group. And it just, and still to this day, I find it important to continue reading the Bible and reading messages on a nightly basis. And I'm just thankful for the opportunity because we met some great people and it really opened us up.
So the first Sunday we walked in and there's all these new faces. I mean, we had been going to Hope for 2 years at that point, but hadn't been really connected in a community yet. And so we saw all these new folks. Of course, we knew Chantel, we knew Dustin, but didn't know anybody else. And they were describing what this was going to be. And I mean, while I was the one that pushed to do it, I was like, this is going to get kind of deep. And before you knew it, these people became a little bit like family. I mean, within a couple weeks.
Everyone in that group, has their own story. They come from a different background, but you start to discover similarities and similar paths and connections. And I think that's why for me, it was such a really great process. You get to learn more about folks throughout this course and throughout this path, but I think that it would be a really great thing for anyone to be a part of.